Welcome to the Smart Business Show, episode 37. Today, we're going to talk about mentoring your employees or those, the subordinates below you. So this is as a manager. I'm going to use these terms interchangeably a lot, I suppose. Manager or owner. This can be in two facets. So on Tuesday, I talked about often promoting your best innovators, or you as the owner being the best innovator. And the fact that a lot of the times you then turn to yourself, or the managers turn to themselves as the sole arbiters of good ideas. They don't really invest in their employees, and they don't listen to the teams a lot. And I experienced that a bunch of times in a bunch of different jobs, and it was terrible. It made me feel like I was wasting my time. And as an employee, that's not how you want to feel ever. You want to feel like you're contributing. And this is terrible for your business. Instead of taking the responsibility and giving it to them at all levels, you just take it away from them and make them feel helpless, right? So there's two ways that you can really help coach your employees. One is if the manager or the owner is coaching, and the second is peer-to-peer coaching. So let's look at the first to start with. This is more typical because as the owner, you want to coach and you want to make sure that people are doing things, especially in a smaller team. Like if you only have 5 employees, it can be harder to have like a management level. How do you have management with 5 employees? You don't really. The biggest issue is that a lot of the coaching that people do have no measurable results. So you just sit down and talk for a bit, and at the end of it, if you feel better, great, we're better, done. But that's not really that helpful because you have no idea if that actually helped in any fashion. You have no idea if it kind of pushed forward the production or is helping the person do their job more efficient. So before you start, even before you delegate, you need to set up your key performance indicators, and you need to set up kind of the goals you want to get to. And so as you go through the coaching, you can see, are we getting closer to these goals? You can keep evaluating. And as a coach, you can keep asking for feedback as well. So another thing that managers or owners need to do is make sure that they have a really open door policy. I've been at too many places where you'd go in with a problem and they'd actually just snap the project back from you because there's a problem. They weren't willing to help you work it out. They wanted to snap it back immediately. So as an owner, as a manager, you need to leave your door open for people to come in with problems and help them work through it, not give them the answers. It's not what they need. A lot of times people just need to talk. And as they talk and as you ask some questions, they're going to come up with the answer that you are totally happy with, that you would have come to as well, and they're going to walk out. And they're going to be better. They're going to be more efficient at their job. So next time, they don't even have to ask you that question anymore. You are no longer the sole arbiter of good ideas. Second is peer coaching. So I've seen this in some sales organizations. Do be good and be not good. The peer coaching would be taking your best salesperson and getting them to coach your 5 other salespeople. And that can be really good because, even though say you take 10% of the time away from your best salesperson, but you improve everyone else 5%, you're actually going to get ahead typically. And not only that, but if you do it again the second year, they're 5% better. So they're 10% better overall. And it is totally worth it. I saw this when I worked at Western Canoeing and Kayaking, which is a canoe store. And Farron, who's one of the guys in the back, is a wizard at fiberglass. He is just amazing. He knows everything about it, and he'll build a boat better than guys who've been doing it for just as long as him. He just has that innate in him, and so he does a lot of the coaching over top of the old shop manager when he was there. He'd do a lot of the coaching on how to build boats because he just knew how to do it. He was the expert, and they utilized his expert status, and that allowed everyone to be better. Yes, they took away a little bit from him, from his time building, and so a couple of the boats were a little heavier or something, but as he trained everyone, they actually were able to bring all the boats to be lighter and just as strong so that they were better selling to people. People look at it and be like, oh, this boat's 5 pounds lighter than it was 5 years ago. There's very little difference. Everyone just got better at it. So they're able to do their job better. Those are the 2 types of coaching. You should be instituting some of both in your organization if you can. Like say if you're small, maybe it's hard to do the peer coaching, but you should encourage it when it can happen. If you have that one person who is just stellar at, JavaScript or at any part of your business, it's sales, then you need to be really encouraging them and giving them time to coach and making sure that if you're paying on commission for salespeople, you credit them with this time for coaching so they get some reward. They don't lose income because they're helping the business get more sales. Thanks for watching.